to another episode of Everyday Black History. Now, today on Everyday Black History, we're going to be highlighting a brother by the name of Isaac R. Johnson. And Isaac R. Johnson was an African American inventor who invented and patented the folding bike frame. Now, not a lot is known about Isaac Johnson other than the information that was provided on the application for the patent. But we do know that he was born sometime in New York during 1812, and that although he wasn't the first person to invent the bicycle frame, he was the first African American to invent and patent the bicycle frame, especially a frame which can be folded and taken apart for easy storage. Now, the interesting thing is that the version of the bike frame that he invented and patented is similar to the bikes that are being ridden today, as the bicycles that are in use today have the same pattern, but they just don't fold up. But now his version was a frame which can be folded, stored in small spaces, and it was often used when traveling or on vacation. Now, he originally filed for the patent in April of 1899, and it was approved in October of that same year, and it was even given a patent number. And the paperwork for the patent states that the bicycle frame is an improved version from any previous bicycle frames due to its ability to be taken apart and placed in a truck or a small storage area. And since his bike frame was something that was ahead of its time, and people haven't seen anything like that yet, the bike came with instructions, which would describe each piece of the bicycle frame. You know, like when you're putting something together that you get from Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever you shop, it comes with instructions. His bike frame came with instructions that were similar to those type of instructions, where it had the pictures and the figure 1, figure 2, how you put it together, and like that. The patent paper further illustrates why his bicycle frame is different from previous ones and why he was applying for the patent in the first place. He mentioned different things about his bike, which separated his invention from those other two previous inventions that were patented. The bike frame was first patented in the mid 1800s, and then a bike with pedals was patented years later. But his was the first bike that can fold, and that's what made his different. That's what made his unique, and he was way ahead of his time because it's similar to the bikes that we ride today. So, as mentioned, he received the patent in 1899, and we don't know anything else about him. We don't know how much money he made off the patent, if he made any money off the patent, or when he died, or how he died. But we just know from the patent application who he is, that he actually existed, and that he had this idea for something that was way ahead of his time. Isaac R. Johnson, we thank you for your contribution to Black history and Black culture, and we salute you for it. That concludes this episode of Everyday Black History. Please tune in again, as we'll be having more people and institutions that we'll be highlighting all over the Black diaspora, African Americans, Afro-Latinos, and Africans. Please continue to support us on YouTube, Everyday Black History, on Instagram, and the podcast, Everyday Black History. You can hear it on Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, and on the podcast, we have a lot more episodes than we do on YouTube, on Instagram. So please definitely support the podcast, as we have a lot of Black history that we're talking about on it. So please stay tuned for the next episode, as we'll be coming at you soon.